For the following exercises, sketch a line with the given features. So here is my first equation. Now remember, they want us to sketch a line, and this shall have the form, or we have to get it into the form, I should say, y is equal to mx plus b. So how do I do that? Essentially, I have to solve this equation for simply y. Okay, so that means isolate y on its own. So subtract the 3x on over to the left, on over to the right. What's my left and what's my right? So it'd be negative 5y, then be equal to negative 3x plus 15. Get rid of the negative 5 and divide the negative 5 into each term then on the right-hand side. So that would mean that the equation now works out to be a negative over negative is a positive, right? So there's going to be 3 over 5x, then minus now 15 divided by negative 5, right, is a negative 3. So here's our new equation, all right? Well, not a new equation, just reworked in the proper form. Now we have y equals mx plus b. So what I'm going to do here is take this equation, just throw it on up above. Next, plot your axes, x and y. Always start with now the y-intercept. Remember, the y-intercept here is negative 3, okay? So find where that is negative 3. So it looks like it's right about here, right, guys? Okay, that's the y-intercept of negative 3. Now, take a look at your slope, okay? 3 over 5. Remember, slope is always change in y over change in x, all day, every day. This is the change in y, and that is the change in x. What that means is that I have to move, basically, from the point I just plotted for my y-intercept. I have to move positive 3 units in the y direction, and then simultaneously, right, basically moving 5 units to the right, because it's positive, in the x direction. So even though it's happening simultaneously, we can do it one at a time. So we move up 3 units on the y, and then we've got to move over 5 units in the x. So here's the point. Plot it, and you're done. Just straighten it on out a little bit. And reorganize, and boom, there it is. Beautiful. That's how you plot it. See? Cake. All right? Now, let's take a look at the second equation. Second equation, they're trying to trick us. Do we have a y in here? No, right? That's okay. But we need to isolate one of the variables by itself, and the only variable we have here is x. So simply divide 3 by both sides. Now, what this tells me is that x will be equal to 5, right? 15 over 3 is 5. So this equation that's written on the top has the same meaning as an equation if it were written as x being equal to 5. Now, what does it mean for points to have x values always and everywhere equal to 5? Well, plot a point on this particular graph here that has an x coordinate of 5. Did you choose this point? Probably not. Some of you might, but statistically speaking, probably unlikely. What's the x coordinate of that point? You would have said, well, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. This has an x coordinate of 5. It also has a y coordinate of 4, but who cares? It tells me nothing about y. How about this point? Does this point also have, which you might have selected, more statistically speaking, right? Does that have an x coordinate of 5? Sure it does. How about this one? How about this one? Yeah, they all do, right? So notice, whenever you have a value, or whenever you have an equation, it says x is equal to some constant, it's always a vertical line. You can remember that. All right? Now, let's take a look at the last equation. So here again, we have a very similar scenario, except this time they give us y, but there's no x. Who cares? Who cares? Isolate the y, eh? So here we're going to get 4, okay? So now somehow we got to plot y equals 4. My accent's, I don't even know what the heck that is, so I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop right there. Okay, so y is equal to 4. So these two equations are identical. So now here, you draw your axis, okay? Your x-axis and your y. My question to you is pick any point on this space where y is 4. Which one are you going to select? Where's y equal to 4? You might have chosen this point, right? Doesn't that have a y value equal to 4? What about this one? Does that have a y value equal to 4? Yes, it does. It also has a x value to it as well, right? It has an x value of -3. But this has a coordinate of -3, comma, then +4. And this thing tells me nothing about x. It only tells me about y. So basically any point in which y has a value of 4 represents the line that I can draw. And look, that's horizontal. This will always be the case. I know it almost seems counterintuitive, right? There's like a natural instinct to, when y is equal to 4, it should feel like it's vertical because we know the y-axis is vertical. But it's exactly opposite to how you might intuitively think about it. Okay, but hopefully this makes sense why it's opposite, right? It doesn't really counteract fully the fact that you might still have that first instinct, but hopefully it should make sense. So when you have a y value equal to a constant, it's always a horizontal line. And whenever you have an x value equal to a constant, it's always a vertical line. And that's it. So guys, thank you so very much for tuning in. If you can, hit that subscribe button and like button. We appreciate it so very much. And if we're able to help you out, maybe we're able to help it. Oh my God. I think I did, how many? 15, 20 videos now in a row. So my mind's a little, numb. But in any case, sure. I'll see you in the next problem. Take care.